Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I'm about to lay back down. I got to watch some of the parade. My dad's in there. He was watching some of the Carolina Hurricanes parade in Raleigh. That's good to see. They brought the Stanley Cup back home. My son's still asleep, man. Man, it's summertime, boy. They staying up 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I told me I got to get my sleep pattern back together. Whew. So we'll be working on that starting sometime towards the end of this month. I want, say, going back to some of the things that I said in the other video when I was talking about the daycare fees and the expenses. Like I say, I'm not saying, I don't want to sound like I was bragging or boasting. I'm a single father who went through money I had in my savings that I had saved up. So I was, learning how to be a really involved father. I learned how to not be selfish. I learned how to love something more than I love myself, which is my son. So I don't buy myself anything. I make sure my son has everything. So, and I've done all this out of my pockets. I don't get any, I didn't get any vouchers, no, none of that stuff. But I was able to I lived within my means. But even though it was like, yo, people were talking about, I had certain people in the community. That's the reason why I said it. Like, they want to say I was broke and doing this and that. I'm like, yo, some of the people who were saying that, they had housing. They had Section 8 housing, or they got vouchers for their children. I'm paying for this out of my. I didn't get any of that. And I'm not bragging or boasting about nothing, but I want, hey man, if people really had to spend the type of money I spent, I know people that are staying in the projects that probably got more money in their pocket. Man, if I know one dude, he did, and then he ended up getting arrested. He went and bought a Bentley coupe because that was crazy. He bought a Bentley coupe and was staying in Armstrong's apartment at one time. He had 5 different baby mamas. Anytime her place was getting inspected, he was going from one baby mama house to another. But who wants to live like that? Taking advantage of the system. People were taking advantage of the system. I would say, and I would encourage people, anytime you're going through something, teach your children how to be a leader. Talk to them about trying to build something. Like I said, when I started my business, everybody looked at me like, oh, he ain't starting. They didn't support me. They I don't, and I choose not to do business with family or friends or people who know family or friends. I don't do that anymore. I keep my business private and I run it the way I see fit, so I don't have to deal with no confusion. Um, and I stay out the way. I stay out the way. I've always been a father. I've always been a leader, not a follower, because I've never had nobody else to lean and depend on, other than the Lord. Other than the Lord, I strengthen my spirit of discernment. Um, so, like I say, man, just find your purpose. Be happy. I'm about to go back to sleep. See my son, he's funny to me. I say I encourage y'all. Just get into your word. Find your purpose. Y'all be blessed. Be encouraged.